there, I'm Jo Price and welcome to Property Pundits here on Property TV. Joining me today is Francisco Mesa. Welcome, Francisco.
Thank you.
We're here talking about residential and buy-to-let mortgages. Now, you're a company director of MESA Financial Consultants. Could you tell us a little bit more about what's the difference between those two mortgages?
Residential mortgages is purely for owner-occupier. So effectively, you buy a property where you're going to live into, and simple as that, really. Buy-to-let is more of an investment property. So you buy a property that you're going to use to rent it out and try to make a bit of money from it, hopefully.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed. So what would a perhaps buy-to-let property investor need to provide to you, to come to you as a broker? What would they need to bring along if it's their first go at investing? So
the criteria tends to be a bit different, but at the same time is fairly straightforward. You just need evidence of income. The property needs to provide a good return in terms of rental income. That's what most lenders will base their lending on. And it's actually fairly straightforward when it comes to the processing. It's quite similar, but the requirements for both of them are a bit different.
Are there more lenders prepared to lend for buy-to-let investment? We
have actually seen a bit of an increase in the amount of lenders available to lend. It's just happening in the last few years. There was a bit of sort of a drawback with the recession in 2008, but with a bit more years at the back of it, we've seen an increased amount of lending in the background.
However, I have heard that there have been quite a lot of regulatory changes, particularly in the last year.
So,
how does that complicate issues?
So there's been changes in terms of taxation. So there's more taxes now when it comes to purchasing second homes and buy-to-let properties. There's also changes in terms of taxation on income from properties, which is probably going to deter a few people from buying, particularly those which are looking for a returning investment. People who are looking for maybe property growth value, maybe they will be there. But people who are looking for a returning investment, you will probably see a bit of a deterrent from that. At the same time, you may see maybe current buy-to-let owners potentially selling because they're not making that much money anymore. So there's been a few changes. Additionally, there's also come new changes when it comes to the number of properties that are in the background. So anymore with 4 buy-to-lets in the background, there's going to be sort of major differences. It's effectively now considered commercial lending, and it's just going to make a big difference to lending criteria, what you need to provide to get a mortgage, and so on.
Great. Thank you very much, Francisco, for joining us today. Thank you.